Oh, hello everyone. So that was a slightly longer starting soon thing than usual. I didn't realize that it was like 10 minutes off from where I actually started. All right, welcome everybody. I hope you're all doing very well. I hope you all had a good week. Yeah, Bitcoin. Had a bit of a move down today and we're here. What I thought I'd do today actually, because I'm kind of fed up with this chart being so messy, I might redo it again. I might start clean again on this one and we can just have a look through. I'll just chart Bitcoin up and then we can start to look for some alts because I think that works. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Remove all drawings. I did this earlier, and the thing with streaming so often is I get so much mess on my chart from everything that's happened previously, and then I stop streaming and it's late at night, and then I wake up the next day and I'm like, oh, my chart's just a mess. So I'm going to start from the front, start from the top, and just go through this. I will do it on the Bybit chart. So this might be a bit boring for everyone, first of all, but you've probably seen me do this a million times before, but then I will take some questions and stuff, and we can see where we go from there. Let me actually put, because we're now towards the end of the year. So whoops, what am I doing? 3 months? No. Right, what's going on? I see. Welcome, Farhan. At Taurus, we certainly do not offer financial advice. There is no financial advice in this video, these streams, ever. Oh my god. Come on. Trading these shortcuts, man, they never work. It works so well when I do this. Copy. Copy the damn thing. There we go, thank you. I was pressing the wrong button on my keyboard. I'm an idiot. It's completely my fault. And we're looking at the weekly up here. Okay, our daily levels quite clearly on this. I'll clear this up again slightly later. Realistically, nothing so much below. I'd be interested in that one because that was... what's it open? Luke, am I streaming from a sauna? A sauna? What are you... Is my mic okay, or what are you talking about? Is there something wrong? Do I look like I'm boiling hot, or what? What's going on? I don't know. I don't quite know what you mean by that. Is my mic okay, or is it failed? It always makes me really Everyone, sound check, please, just in case. Because I don't quite know what you mean by that. Mike is fine. Cool. Thank you. Crystal ball arbitrary levels. I remember this. Yeah, that was an old joke or something. Okay. Fade the quarterly candle. How can you fade the quarterly candle when we're above? I don't know what he's on about. Okay, so that gives us our high time frame levels. I hate a messy chart so much. But sometimes I just need to clean it up, look at what's really important here, and start fresh. So these are basically the levels of interest. Is there anything else on a daily time frame that could be of interest here? Oh yeah, we do have an untapped daily down here. That one's close enough to weekly open. That's close enough to all the previous stuff that we've got going on. It's there. It is a daily level. It's not a great one. 61060. Reasonable enough. Okay, cool. That is our high time frame levels. Let's just take a look at the range we're in. Next. Do this one little step at a time here. So I would personally pull my fixed range, maybe from that candle there, put it all the way across. This is where we're at right now. We got our 3 levels here. 1, 2, 3. And then because these are just areas, generally what I like to do is just plonk it somewhere close because it doesn't need to be exact. I'm not too interested in zooming all the way in on this right now. Well, I can just check it. As long as the value area and everything does line up. Let's just move that to here. 800. That can stay the same. That can stay the same. There's our value area of the range, the larger range that we've got going on. So what you really don't want to be doing is getting caught under here with like daily closes. As long as you're staying above here, you're closing dailies above the previous range. It's absolutely okay. Like you're fine here. What was the first one I drew? We were looking at, this is range value area low, POC high. Cool. Blop. Yeah, no, I did that right. Okay. I won't do too much more on this. Andre, what row size are you using for my VPVR or my fixed range? I'd have to have a look at that again. I can't remember. It's been set there for so long. I think I've got it set at 500. Normally I have this on a tick, actually, tick per row, and I normally have it on 50. That's how I should normally have it. I think because I go from alts to Bitcoin to alts. 50 tick I like to use for my TPO, so yes. Thank you for bringing that up. The thing with 50 tick is it changes so much. This is the thing, it's a fixed range. It doesn't make that much difference. Like, let me do this on... What's the kind of range we're looking at here? You just got to find whatever works. Yeah, okay, 50 and 100 ticks working. So we're going to do this at 100 tick and we're going to do it to the nearest $50. Because that's what we're looking at. Okay. So we're going to go 50. And then we're just going to bring this up slightly. Okay. Crystal ball, every single person in the entire world is calling for $61,000, which kind of makes me think we're not going to get it. I've been looking for $61,000 for, like, since we broke all-time high. That was the first level, the first obvious level. It's so obvious, so obvious. If you can't see the confluence at 61k, I don't know what you're doing. It's the big point of control. It's the golden pocket. There's so much stuff there. Everyone is calling 61k. Okay, and that's almost why, yeah, again, like I say, why we might not get it. Okay. I could come back with I could come back from that, and I could. No, I'm not. Every time too many people start calling for a level, it never hits it. All right. But yeah, 61k, a lot of confluence there. Okay, we're looking at tons and tons of stuff down within that area. Okay, so if we do look at this from the smaller range that was put in from when we broke previous all-time high last time, okay, you pull your point of control. All points of control are there. Cool. Oh, Andre, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if we do come down to 61 at that stage, I'd be looking lower. I mean, we might get bounced there. I don't personally feel as if we're just going to get a bounce from 61k and then it will get a big rise afterwards. I think that starts to get us held down a bit more. At the moment, we're just looking at this, like, it's just testing the lows again. Okay, so you look at on here, yeah, you're not really falling through any of these areas here. So this today being just another run of the lows and going to move up. It didn't take the lows on all exchanges. It was just the spot exchanges that did, I think. So if you're looking at perps, FTX took the low. Binance just about took the low. Coinbase took the low. Yeah. But yeah, definitely a lot of confluence at 61k if it does get another move down. For sure. That weekly open being the weekly low over the weekend was the easiest fade going. Onto midweek 69 was not even me, was it much? Chart crying for a correction. Luke, I look sweaty. Why is everyone saying I look sweaty? I'm not. What's going on? Why do I look... I'm not sweaty at all. I don't know what... Fan, is someone else using your account today? Because you're talking even... your chat's even more weird than usual. Right, anyway, I was going to redo my chart. I'm not going to bother anymore. I've got kind of distracted. What I'm looking for on Bitcoin right now. Okay, and this is backed up by... So I can just do this, because this is what my next plan is. Bitfinex have got a sell wall up. They've put that up since the lows. They bought the dip. There was a massive drop off in open interest at the low, which then increased as soon as we got this rise. So it seems to me there was a lot of FUD going on with... Not FUD, but... The reason we had this dip was because Bitfinex were aggressively selling on the way down. That stopped, okay? It came into their orders, which didn't get filled previously. Okay, that's important, so they didn't get filled previously. Then they did. Drop off in open interest. They closed shorts, they're opening longs. That's what my kind of plan is for the weekend. I do think over the weekend looks okay. We're back above the weekly open again. So being back above the weekly open, that's pretty reasonable. We do have confluence down here. I would look for a move down towards about 63k again, possibly tomorrow. That will start to get people who have gone long here thinking that, okay, low's in, let's do that. We get a pullback, and then we basically range bound weekend is what I'm thinking, which gives the alts another chance. But range bound weekend, and we'll just have to take it from there. Okay, we do have to be aware there is a downtrend, but this now makes it very easy to know when that downtrend is going to be broken. In fact, it kind of is. It kind of is. So yeah, what else to cover on this? We could even pull this from over here, because that is quite nice with this being this deviation. Okay, so if you're looking at this, I would imagine the speed fan on here is giving us something as well. Not so much. Not so much. Nope, that's all right. But yeah, this being a very clear trap longs, run it down, liquidate, stop hunt, clear a lot of the leverage within the system, and maybe we have a move down, and then we can start to look back up on price. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to go off on Bitcoin. We all know that 61k is the support below us. Okay, we can go on to here and we can look at, let's just bring this up so it's all visible. 200 tick, okay. One naked point of control, we came into that. Your next one lower down, 61k. All right, it's there. This is where the accumulation was. At that point, you lose 61k. It's looking really bad, macro, but there's no reason really for me to think that we're going to see lower prices yet. If we do look at this as just a TPO. We're just looking at the TPO here, and we're looking at the profiles on it. Let's zoom out. Okay, we've got value above where we previously held value. Down here, there's not a lot of interest. Okay, it keeps getting bought up. So overall, it's okay. I do think if we do come down to 61k, there's a very strong possibility we get held below 62,200. And that's why I would probably flip a bit more bearish if we do lose the area that we've gone down to today, basically. And yeah, I'd start looking a little bit lower at that point. 61's nice, but I just think too many people would go long on that. I don't think this is one of those dips that won't be overcrowded, one of those trades that isn't overcrowded. It went a bit lower than what we were looking at. We were looking at this to come back down towards these lows, and within this area it went down a little bit lower, but it very quickly recovered it. I'm not seeing that much interest in price down here, but if that does happen, if of course we do lose and we fail to make a higher low at this point, maybe we get a bounce, we come down here, we hit 61k, I do think the probability would increase that 62,200 holds us down and we go lower. I just think that would be an overcrowded trade at that point, but we'll see. We will see. It's not my main plan. The confluence is really great there, but it's not my main plan. I don't see that. Although it's nice confluence, I don't see it as a great trade, personally. But we shall see. We shall see. A test of point of control, actually. I don't know. I'm so in two minds about this. A test of point of control is fine. Yeah, no, I'd still take it as a trade. I would definitely still take it as a trade, and actually, yeah, that would be quite nice. Get it over the weekend, get a bounce here, and a reverse. Even though it's a very clear level. Yeah, I'll think about it when we get there, if we get there. Right, cool. Let's have a look at Ethereum. So Ethereum, everyone was... Oof, this is what I mean, messy charts, okay? I just keep adding stuff to my charts. What we've been looking at on Ethereum, more or less it's just been in this uptrend that's just been going up in pretty much a straight line. That's now basically done. We kind of lost that uptrend as how steep it was going, and we're going more into a range here. I don't think that means that we're going to go all the way down. That is a possibility. Okay, so we could always... Yeah, the daily chart looks ridiculous. I think what's more likely is we just form a range here on Ethereum. I'm not looking for this to run all the stops down. However, again, if that does happen, then we know the levels that are below us that are important. I can clear up a lot of these because still messy chart. Yeah, range here would be good. Litecoin rejected. We knew that would happen. Still stuck in this channel. So Litecoin, I am looking at this zone around $230 as our next support region, and I think that would coincide with a move down to around 3,500 sats. Link's still looking fine. Link's looking good. I mean, it did come into the golden pocket in the monthly, so that was the take profit. Yeah, anything else people want me to go over? I'll do a few coin requests. I'm not going to do the longest stream in the world. I've got a really sore throat, so talking hurts a bit. But yeah, so I'm not going to do too much. I've been a bit ill this week, so I'll do some altcoins and then I'll wrap it up fairly quickly because I do want to get a bit of sleep because yeah, suffering a bit. Chiliz, Algo, 1. All right, there's 3. Chiliz, Algo, and Harmony. CHZ. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, Chiliz is CHZ. Yeah. Okay. Also, just I have a feeling we're going to get another wave of Metaverse hype, so I'll look at that in a bit. And there is a video that I did want to make on this. I was doing like research on the Metaverse stuff and finding the opportunities with that. I do get the feeling that we're going to get a second Metaverse hype wave. So all the stuff that's associated with that may do quite well again. Chiliz, I know it's not Metaverse, but it's NFT and it's well, it's not Metaverse at all, really, to be honest. But yeah, Chiliz, let's have a look. USDT. Very briefly. I'll only spend like 2 minutes per chart. See what we can find. Weekly. Let's just go for what we could realistically hit. Daily, obvious. That'll do. Monthly. Yeah, I'll add that one because we have actually hit this weekly. Okay, there's a few high time frame levels. We've just hit the weekly level. Resistance, yeah. We've got fixed range from this whole zone. Point of control up here. It's unsurprising as well. Now this is where I go back to number of rows for altcoins. And I choose something fairly large just so I can get all the data there and it's kind of smooth. Okay, so here's your global point of control. Around this area. Lower time frame still. You've just hit the weekly pretty much perfectly. You're in a bit of an uptrend. There's possibly a little channel going on here. Has that been catching the resistance? Or just the... No, that's too steep. Way too steep. Way. You know what, midpoint's okay. I'll draw it on there. I don't think that's very good. More like a wedge. You got a little wedge here. So yeah, Chiliz USD, you're kind of coiling up. I would imagine this would meet resistance at the monthly level / weekly level, like where it is now. At that point, you'd be looking back down towards these lows, and you would say, let's say we come up to the monthly. My POC is okay. it's it's very much just grinding up right now. It's a difficult one to do any analysis on. There's nothing interesting here. There's not really a setup for me to be looking at. Uh, Holding above POC is okay, but again, I've not traded this one. I don't think ever. I don't think I've ever traded Chiliz, so I don't know. I really don't know how it likes to move. Um, Golden Pocket was the resistance on the way up, so clear resistance there. It does look like it's coming up again higher, but I would look for resistance around 57 cents, and then you're probably looking at a pullback. I would say at that point, if this does continue, okay. Oh, I said 2 minutes per chart. I'd probably say this would continue, get a pullback down to the lows again. But I'd have to see the BTC pair. I can't just chart this on its own, but I'm not going to chart the BTC pair because I've just done this. But this is all, whatever the BTC pair is doing. I'll have a very, very, very quick look. Very quick look at the BTC pair just to see if we're likely to get a pullback and how deep it would be. It's right in the middle of the range. Right in the middle of the range here, Chiliz. So we'll move on from that one. What else did I say? One? What was before one? No. Algo. So Algo has broken out. We were looking at this as more of a ascending triangle on it. And this has had the breakout. There's your daily level. We've basically hit it. Close enough, right? I'm sure depending on what exchange you're looking at, this has hit the daily on some exchanges. You'd then go, so we're pretty high up, looking for a pullback maybe. This is point of control, but I would say this is more important at this stage. So you're looking for support. If price comes back down, this is going to become the point of control. Here, so weekly level important, $2. So a pullback to $2 would look pretty decent as a buy opportunity if it can hold there for a while, and then you're looking higher again. But once again, the USD chart is going to be what Bitcoin does. Like a lot of that. So very quick look at the BTC pair, which does look like we're actually we could have something here. Okay, so let's just have a look at what we could get from this. Okay. It's really low time frame levels really that are going on this at the minute. There's a couple of little order blocks in here on the 1 hour, but nothing significant. So yeah, I'd say a pullback to $2 is fairly likely because I do think that the Algo BTC pair pulls back somewhat. Might get a bounce or something. Golden Pocket probably looks good. Okay, you can see you have your resistance here. Kept spiking up into it. Now that's flipped. You would expect it to hold as support if price does come back down. And then you can be looking for trend continuation on that. That's Algo. Harmony, so 1 USDT. This is another one I had taken a trade on. But yeah. got stopped out on this one, I think. I need more data. There we go. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, the Harmony trade didn't quite work out. Okay, it happened to be when Bitcoin was dumping. But let's... Yeah, still looks nice. Okay, so what you have now, and these were these lower levels that we have been looking at. So we've got the daily order block. That's really nice level. We've got your daily here. If price were to take one more move down, you've got a second daily below. We're obviously looking on the really low time frames on this previously. Looks really solid. Still looks really, really good. So I am holding some spot on Harmony, but the trade itself got stopped out because that was low time frame stuff. Okay, but I am holding some spot. You got a tiny bit of divergence at these lows, just from the MACD and the RSI. Yeah, no, I like this one. This is one of the ones that's looking really, really good overall. So you have taken these lows, you've had a couple of spikes down into that, you have created divergence at those lows. Clear, like really nice clear divergence. So I do think that we're looking back up towards this daily at this point. I do think that Harmony is one that looks potentially really, really nice here. So this is a good area, and any pullback, I'd say you'd want to get back within. Okay, so we tested previous range, so you can see here. Here's the range that it was in. You have a markup in price, you come back down, you're back testing. So everything looking pretty healthy on this. Kind of similar to what Bitcoin's done, right? And then we'll just do the usual. This is what I'm kind of doing today. Value area low down here. You've certainly got quite important resistance above to clear back through. So you got these two 4 hour, not blocks, but you got this 4 hour zone within the chart here. There, that is key resistance. Flip that. We'll make it yellow and make it dark because it's not particularly bearish, but it's not bullish unless back above, I'd say. So if price can continue higher, maybe come into the point of control at this point, that could set up for a pullback and a move back into this. So yeah, Harmony's one that's looking really good. There's no trade to be had here. It's too high up. You'd have to be looking for a pullback back in towards this daily level or this lower daily down here. So those trades are done. But if I was to look for the next trade, possibly a short, but yeah, no, possibly a short, but I just wouldn't really, that wouldn't be of that much interest to me. And it's hard to know where the retrace would come from that. It could just hold here and reclaim and do something really nice. So yeah, I'd wait for a flip of this zone and then come back into backtest, probably after it hits the point of control. That's what I'd imagine we could see. So move up into here, get your point of control up into the daily. Would the fibs match up with that? Down to your 0.5. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. All right, there's quite a lot of other alts in this. I did the three that I did mention. So the three people who were the quickest, basically, you got in. Any other altcoins, I would. Why is my phone thought I said "Hey Siri"? I didn't say "Hey Siri." Shut up. Go away. Go on. Go away. Phone's listening to me. Yeah. Any other altcoins? It will now, because I'm only going to do probably another 20 minutes on this, and then I'm going to head off because I do want to get some sleep tonight. I might hang out in Discord for a little bit afterwards, but generally speaking, not the usual crazy Friday night stream tonight. Just a bit of a chill out one. No beers, just a glass of red wine and some water, and some charting. And if anyone wants me to look at any alts from now, super chat them in because there's too many to go through now, and I will take a look at those. But the other thing I did want to take a look at was FTM. So I have taken an FTM trade today. So this is Fantom. I do like the look of this one. Now it looks like almost exactly the same as everything else, so I can't really say exactly why I took this trade today. I just thought it looked really nice, and yeah, I took it from where's my chart gone on this? Where has my chart gone? My brain just isn't working so much that I can't. FTM. It was Bybit. It was low time frames. Yeah, all right. I'm being stupid. FTM, perpetual contract Bybit. There we go. Okay, this is the trade I've taken. Got it. Got there eventually. So right now, again, very similar to everything else, it's struggling with this point of control. Okay, so right now it's getting the rejection, but I had entered on this move down. So as Bitcoin was getting this move down earlier, I was just scanning the charts and I was like, actually, this one looks really nice overall because it has had, like, this floor looks pretty solid. Okay, you're looking at this, the resistance coming up was solid. Okay, really kind of horizontal, just really set all the way as resistance, and you're just looking at this zone here as just very important with the price. Okay, so whereas on a lot of the charts you get stuff that, let me do a little drawing. Okay, so on the chart a lot of the time you get moves like this, and then you go parabolic, and you kind of have some not that much symmetry going on. I guess you're just meandering around and things. What was really nice about FTM is its chart looked like this, and it was just like boom, 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 flip, bang, 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 and then you get that spring. So you have this zone here that just looks really solid as both support and resistance. Okay, so it becomes very easy to trade. That's something that I really like to take. So as I was scanning through everything, and I was looking at, you have, so let's just go onto a clean chart again. Clean chart with some history. FTM USDC. There we go. So you just have really nice, clearly defined levels. So you have 1, 2, even more so on the 4-hour. When then you can just bring this up as a 4-hour zone. Looks quite different actually on the Binance pair. Here to here. So you have resistance once, twice, 3, 4, 5, flip, 1 back test, comes back in, doesn't quite get there, 2 back test, 3 back test, spring. Okay, at this point you take out the daily and you come back down, and then you're getting a retest of the spring, so you could expect trend continuation on this one. And because it's already in a really nice trend and everything about it, okay, you are looking at 1, 2. No, you're not looking at this as being the third, because that's the shortest wave, so that's not a 5 waves up. So you're probably looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but that could just put in a little consolidation at the top and then get continuation. But yeah, overall trend looking strong on this, so it looked nice as a trade. That's just one that I wanted to go over. A lot of the stuff looks very, very similar though. Mr. H. Okay, so I did say for altcoins we'll do super chat and requests for that. We'll say like it can be anything. It could be $1 or something. I don't care. It's just because I need ones that people are actually gonna like want and not too many to look at. But I will look at Quant because that is one that I personally do trade. And that was amazing as a trade as well. Like, just look. Okay, yeah, we didn't come up to these highs, but the reaction that we got, we were looking for it to come down into the green box and get a bounce. And this was just brilliant. Like, you took out the highs straight from that, and now you're back down testing again. So I don't really know what else to say on this. Like, again, that was a really, really good trade. But we're still confined within this area on the chart. It is back down at range lows, but it's one of those other areas that you just got a really nice kind of solid area on this. Did I say the same word like 10 times just then? This is what I mean, my brain isn't working tonight. I was like, area. Yeah, anyway. It does look, yeah, it's... The only thing that worries me about this is because it did get that big spike up, so that's going to be quite hard now to take out. You'd have to be looking at more of a gradual rise on this. And to do your analysis is difficult, so possibly we could see continuation lower on Quant. I'm still very bullish on the project overall, but there's clearly other levels below us. Okay, you can see there's still a big void here. All we've done is we've got held like a tiny little, barely even a 4-hour OB. Okay, this is how, like, it's a tiny little zone where price went sideways for a few hours and then got continuation higher, and so far that's been what's holding us up. But if we were to lose that, then you'd have to be looking at this zone here, right? So you kind of got two little ranges. There's the one with your most volume, but here's the upper range. So you'd be looking down at $188 if this doesn't hold, and it's not like a really solid floor like FTM has, but yeah, it's looking all right. This for me is a long hold. I've traded it quite nicely, but it's a long hold for me. I also will, just because it did happen, I'll look at OMG. Alright. Because this is... What was I saying about OMG? Do not do not trade OMG. It's being messed about with. You're gonna get wrecked. And what happens? You hit midnight last night, and for your 3% funding, you receive a 37% drawdown immediately after the airdrop and the funding. So you've just received a token. I'm not saying you, because of all, there's a lot of people obviously that weren't, but I know I was looking online yesterday and I was just watching this and I was like, oh, OMG is going to pump as soon as the airdrop hits. It's going to get that short squeeze because everyone's been shorting it the whole way down, and I know people were entering and buying a shit ton of spot OMG right before midnight last night. Okay, and this was, alright, okay, it's not a 35% drawdown because it didn't happen then. But right before midnight last night, they're like, oh my god, okay, we've hit the lows, we're going to short squeeze, we're going to go higher. I'm going to buy OMG right before midnight, and I'm going to be massively profitable on that, and I'm going to get these free Bobo tokens, or whatever the hell they're called. Yeah? What happens as soon as everyone who's bought here gets their free Bobo tokens, which probably won't go onto an exchange for months, and they'll probably be worth about like 0.001% of what OMG is worth. I don't know. Maybe they'll be the same. But as soon as you do that, you're left holding a bag of OMG. And you then have a move down of... why does this never work when I want it to? You then have a move down of 30%. So even if it is like, it's just ridiculous. Why do it just for an airdrop? Because you know it's gonna, the rug. I was saying it all along. They're gonna pull the rug from underneath this as soon as it happens. They're advertising this, saying, yes, we're heavily shorting it. We're heavily shorting it. We're heavily shorting it. Advertising it to suck people into long positions, and then they just pull the rug. It was great. I did take one long trade just before the close yesterday, and I actually put this into the chat. So I actually put this on Discord. I've been like shitting on it all day long and just talking crap about it, but I did take a long, and it was at this point here, okay? So what I saw, 3 consecutive higher lows. I entered on this. I was seeing the shorts at this point. I was seeing the consolidation. That was a bottoming structure. I did take a long position at this low, and I did post that into the Discord. I was like, I'm going against all my own advice on this. I am taking a long. I'm going to see what happens. I closed out of it very, very quickly. Okay, so I did close out of it. As soon as it took any highs, I was like, I'm out. I'm done. I'm not wanting any more. And then I did that. I just wanted to play it, because when an opportunity's there, an opportunity's there. But this stuff at midnight is just ridiculous. Just completely rug pulled. And it was so obvious that it was going to happen. So just don't get caught up in this stuff that's being hyped. So crazy. It's just, you're going to get wrecked. You're going to get so wrecked. It's the worst performing asset out there. Silly. Oh. Also, what did I say about a second wave of Metaverse hype? When did this start happening? I wasn't aware that Mana had a move up today. But there we go. Mana has had a move up today and looks very bullish. So yeah, this is kind of what I mean, that second wave of yeah, the Metaverse hype coming up, which I'll try and do a video on. There's an opportunity on within the Metaverse plays that I'm looking at. That is Flame. It might be too late again. So Flame, I'm pretty sure I'd mentioned this. I definitely mentioned it in trading rooms. And I have posted a chart. I can see the chart on Discord. So I have posted a chart on this, and I did take a trade on Flame. and I am looking for this. This is one of the very few like massively undervalued projects within the metaverse stuff. They're a metaverse NFT marketplace and launchpad. So they're going to be launching, like, you know how people can mint their projects on OpenSea and all of that kind of stuff. They're going to be doing that specifically for, I can't even remember what blockchain. But it's all like specifically stuff around to do with the metaverse and NFTs to do with that. So it's that kind of thing. But yeah, I really like that. That's Flame USDT. So I'll cover that a bit more in the future. But that's one that I have bought down here at like $2. It's now at $3. It's maybe a bit late to get in, but just to be aware of it, I do like it as a project. Zargus is back with the just mad super chats. This is the thing, like, you guys, you can't super chat for a chart request. You're all typing. Can you look at this? Can you look at that? Can you look at this? Can you look at that? All you need to do is do what Zargus does, and Zargus gets attention because he says silly stuff like free centi. But if Zargus was to ask me to look at a chart, I'd look at it because he's done a nice little super chat. Thank you. Take note, everyone. Bobo was trading at $5 after the airdrop, which is around 30% of OMG, which was the difference between OMG spot and perps. It's surprising how it matches. Yeah. 2k 10 Clarky. I didn't fill my bags and then chill it. I mentioned this ages ago. People just have to they have to listen. If I'm saying stuff that's looking good, and I said this after all of the hype, I said this around the beginning of November when we were coming down. I was like, watch out for this one. Zagas says, Luke, I'm down 40k today. Can you give me some signals? The only signal I can give you is you're now down 40,010 Canadian dollars because you've just tipped 10 Canadian dollars to the chat. So you're down even more now than you were before. Elzoio, 75 UYU. What is UYU? What currency is that? But thank you, thank you, Elzoio, for the 75 UYU. Ooh. Andre, you missed flame. Please, let's find another low cap. I think it's all my low caps are pumping. I need to do some new research on low caps because everything I've mentioned has had a move up. Moon River still looks good, so this could be an opportunity. Moon River. Sirius. This is the one. This is the one. What did I say the other day? This was hanging on by a thread to the upsloping channel. It's likely to come back and test this support again. We're looking at long-term accumulation here, okay? So you lose the channel, you're back into this zone. This is the zone in which I am accumulating this. I have obviously taken profit previously when we did hit the monthly level, but other than that, there's nothing else. If this had continued in an uptrend, great. But now I've been given an opportunity to buy back what I have sold at this monthly. So if you want the next one, now it might not work. It might go all bearish. We've already had a nice trade from this, okay? We've already had the trade from from here to here, which is a 61% markup in price. Will it do the same thing again? I don't know. Non-financial advice. But we have nice support. We have a monthly level. we've got this big block of where price started, and if it holds, maybe it sweeps these lows, who knows. But again, you could take almost that same trade. It's kind of crazy to take the same trade twice, but we'll see. We'll see. So I guess the only reason I have 40k to lose is because Luke gives the best signals. Thank you. I do not give any signals, but I do give strategic setups for you to do your own research and enter if you wish to do so. If you do lose 40k on your trades that I have said look good, then that is your own fault, not mine. There is no financial advice on this at all. And just as I said I was going to wrap this up because I was only going to do an hour, now I'm getting some super chats in. Doge BTC. Thank you, Dan Valk, for the tip. Doge BTC. It was $1, so I guess that gives 1 minute of Doge BTC analysis. Let's put it on the timer. Alright. You want a Alex, I'm not drinking more wine. I've had one glass tonight. Strictly water. The wine glass is empty. I have just, well, this isn't even a wine glass, but I had one glass. I'm now on the water. Andre, do not go all in on Sirius. Non-financial advice. Do go all in on Sirius if you want to, but if you do, you're a fool. Oh man. Talking nonsense on the internet can get me into so much trouble. Sirius looks nice as a long-term project. It might go down a lot. I was just thinking, damn Val, it is gonna, yeah, of course. I was like, wait, that picture looks, look, it took the lows. Doge BTC took the lows. I know you're a good analyst, Gunner. You don't need me to tell you where this could end up. But where are we in the context, like the grand scheme of things there? Okay, so we have had, this is problematic. Maybe. Get back above this weekly, it looks great. It's taken the lows. You're probably going to get a test up at these highs again, with this being the range. But you are caught below. Let's just have a look at the fixed range from all of this. Okay, not from all of that. All of that. You got big volume on that weekly. That be big. That be that be big resistance. That is big resistance. Golden pockets up there. It's nice. It took the lows. It's kind of cool. I like that. I like that it took those lows and got a bounce off of it. Check my fractal in the trading room. Yes. Okay. Okay. Does it fit? Really? Yeah, I guess. But isn't this just like any altcoin that just bleeds? I don't know if you could call it a fractal. I know I like what you're doing with it, but the fact is, like, this fractal goes into an uptrend after a downtrend. You have a flip from lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. You then have a spike in price after it takes the lows. You then change market structure here. I can just about see on the white. You change market structure and you go from high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low bounce. That's not happened on Doge. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. Maybe. Is that from here? Where is that from? Is it still Doge? I'm not quite sure where it's from. But yeah, I see what you mean. To get, yeah. Look, you took the lows. It looks great if you took the lows. Let's have a look at the USD chart, because that would have taken the lows as well. What's that line for? What is that line for? Oh, right, yeah. Last stream I drew this line on it just as being like, okay, here's the big support resistance zone on Doge. And today, well, no, this would have been previously. This was the other day. Okay. It's just an area I think it was looking at. Yeah. Yeah. Is there another thing I need to look at? Alex Hackenbreich. Thank you very much for the 99 cent, euro cent. Thank you. Oh, Alex. Yeah, sorry, you gave me that tip and I have no wine left. I did already respond to that, but I didn't see the super chat. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it there. I did see someone, Anthony, Notorious POP. What should I go all in on, Luke? Nothing. Nothing. I know what you're like, mate. I started getting excited about a bread NFT, which is really cool, and we're going to get Mother Doe on the live stream. Not today, but we're going to get the creator of this really fun NFT that I really like. We're going to get her onto a live stream soon. She has a really great way of just explaining NFTs and that whole space from like both a trading perspective, because it's really cool how you can flip these as being trading, but also how to create them, how to get into the space. So if anyone's interested in that, we'll do a little bit about that. But yeah, I know that went off in a random thought then, but I know what you're like, mate. Not yeah, not doing any of that. Hathor new all-time high, yeah. Look at that for a trade. This is just beautiful. Okay. Enter. Right, we were looking at the downtrend. We had the flip. Able to enter here. You come up into your golden pocket region. Get the retrace. We're not worried. We know it's going to target. Hits target. Take profit. And then we're going blue sky breakout. Hathor is a beast. And it's just non-stop, just trades so well. So okay, not all-time highs. I wasn't looking back on the chart, but yes, I think Hathor is probably going to go to new all-time highs soon, but it's too high. Don't get into it. Don't buy it now. You're too late. All right, if if Hathor can get a few days, a couple of weeks or so above this level doing this, eventually you'll get a pullback and you can buy this weekly. You will get a pullback to this weekly at some point. I am very confident about that, because if this does break out to new all-time highs, it will almost certainly backtest this level. It would be very silly to buy this now. So again, my non-financial advice, very silly to buy this now, although it's incredibly bullish. If you miss the trade down here, there will be another opportunity on this. It looks very good in general, but wait for the backtest. Okay. And that backtest will only come if there's space. It needs to break all-time high, get a bit of time above there, spend a bit of time above. All right, maybe spend 2-3 weeks above, but just keep it on your watch list. Wait for it to come back. And that's it. Time and space for a backtest, good. No time and space, and you backtest straight away, bad, 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 bad. Then you do what Bitcoin does, which sucks, okay? People end up longing a breakout, and you don't get the time and space above. What happens? You get caught underneath, and you go all the way back down here. Yep. All right. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you for the super chats and all those kind of things. I will catch you maybe even tomorrow, because we might do this interview. Well, not interview, just this general chat with Mother Doe from the Tasty Toasties NFT. And I can bring that up. So if anyone would like to check out Tasty Toasties NFT, they're a really fun little thing. Tasty Toasties NFT. So you can go on here. You can check out the Tasty Toasties NFT on Twitter. They have their mint that starts tomorrow. So they do have their whitelist mint. Is it? No, is it live now? It is. It is live now. All right, I'm just going to mint myself a Tasty Toasty, because I am on the whitelist. So bear with me. Getting myself 2 Tasty Toasties here. Pre-sale whitelist 12th of November, 9 p.m. EST. No, that's not yet, is it? It's not EST. It's not 9 p.m. EST yet. Time EST. When is that? Oh, it's not. Okay, cool. I can't yet mint this, but I will be minting these. And we're going to get the creator of Tasty Toasties on for a chat. We'll do an AME within the crew section, but we'll also get her on a live stream, and she can talk about her project. It's a bit of fun. It's really cool. I like it. We just jump, like, it's fun to do these kind of things. It takes away from the trading, and crypto's enjoyable. That's what it's all about. So yeah, I obviously can't mint one of these now, but I'm connected and I'm ready to go when it does go live. So do check it out, okay? You can check it out, Tasty Toasties, Twitter Tasty Toasties, or tastytoasties.io. And it's all here. The public mint will be like 2 days later. But you get some really cool NFTs. You get your choice of bread. You get different toppings. It's ridiculous, but I love it. It doesn't matter that I've leaked my wallet. Yeah. There's my wallet address. It's not gonna. It's fine. There's my wallet address. Anyone who's paid, I can dox my wallet address. It's okay. I'll remove it afterwards, but yeah, I don't mind doxing that. It's fine. It's only a wallet address. No one can do anything with it. All right, cool. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.